Hello. This is part two of my Avengers Infinity War retrospective. I hope you enjoyed the first part. What am I saying is how I'm doing this a day after, a week after. I'm posting these back to back. But I'm literally posting these back to back. I mean, I still have my action figures right here. Um, where I leave off? Oh yeah, the whole Winter Soldier joke. But yeah, here we go. Rhodes says it's good to see you. We're getting the team back together. You know, Phineas and Ferb type stuff. And yeah, Bruce comes up. And hey, it's been a while. You know, a long time no see. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we get busy, and I mean really busy, talking about what's up with Vision. What are we gonna do with Vision? Vision says there's only one way there's only one way. Gotta put the dog down. Gotta take me out. You know what I mean? And Steve says, no, that is an option. We can't do it. And he says, you laid down your life in 1945? What's the difference right now? What's the difference? Well, I can tell you what the difference is. This isn't the same Steve Rogers. This is a whole new person that came out of the ice years ago. This is a whole different, whole new outlook, whole new perspective Steve Rogers right here. Okay? And that's what the difference is. Now, here we go. Bruce is like, whoa, 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 cool your jets. We don't want another civil war. I wasn't even here for the first one. Calm down. The Mind Stone is blah, 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 blah. If we can take that out, what if you're still here, but without the whole Mind Stone flogging your mind, no pun intended, only the best qualities and traits of you are left behind. Well, are left with you. And then everyone's like, alright, well, that's cool, but how do we do this? And then Steve coming in clutch again, saying, well, I know a place. They pull up to Wakanda. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace. But pull up to Wakanda. They give Bucky, the White Wolf, a brand new arm. A cool looking arm. A super cool arm. And because I just remembered, can we stop to appreciate how this man's beard looked? Now look, bro. Look. Alright? You gotta give credit where credit is due. The man had a cool beard. Like, look, rewatch. If you don't remember it, like, rewatch this part. I'm pretty sure it's an hour in. Dude's beard was looking fresh. I'm not gonna lie, alright? Not gonna lie. But here comes Bucky. Wins the war, wins the fight. Oh yeah, it's on its way. How close is it? It's on its way. Oh my god, that arm is just amazing. Like, Bucky, one of my favorite characters. So we cut back to Maul, and he is what is it? About to get the stone from Doctor Strange, Doctor Stephen Strange, and he's defeated because of an alien reference by Peter Parker. Don't ask why he's surrounded by a Capri Sun, two other Spider-Man, and Batman. Oh, and the Joker. Just no, don't ask. But here we go. Strange is being tortured for the stone, and he's a sorcerer. Well, he's the soon-to-be sorcerer supreme. He's not gonna hand over an Infinity Stone. And hey, I don't know, are you trying to do this? I can kill your friend right here. He's not my friend. It's more like a business thing. You can't defeat me. Well, I got blah blah blah. And then, well, the kids see more movies, and then just off the poop deck, off the poop bow. So, yeah, here we go. Doctor Strange. Hey, I'm Peter Parker. Doctor Strange. We're using our made-up names. Oh, well, I'm Spider-Man, by the way. I watched this movie with my mom and my brother, and my sister was kind of watching it. When I told you she laughed so loud, like, it was funny, because that's what everyone was like in the theater. She never seen this movie before. So, it was super interesting to know that this movie can, like, years later, it's still funny. Like, it's really funny. Spider-Man, the OG, the GOAT, saves the day with another reference, kind of like how we took down Ant-Man in Civil War. I was super mad at him about that. Like, I was hyped he was in the MCU, but I was super mad that he costed Captain America's side to lose that battle. I was really mad. As you can probably tell by now, I was on Captain America's side. Still am. Always will be. What? So here we go. Strange and Tony. Do I have to go over this part? Like, everyone knows this part. Um, what's happening here? All right, let's get something straight. You know what I mean? I would not sacrifice a stone for your life. I mean, I'm cool that you saved me, but yeah. And what does this do? Your ward or whatever? So I think he says that part first, and then I wouldn't like sacrifice the stone for you. If it's between you and this stone, I'm cutting the wire between you and it. Kind of like, Tony said, yeah, I'd rather cut the wire if I have to make a sacrificial play in Avengers. So he says, how to steer this place. He says, let me think, better think fast or whatever. Long story short, Strange really doesn't like Tony. Tony really doesn't like him. I don't work for, unlike everybody here, I do not work for you. And look where that's gotten us. So then we cut to Thanos and Gamora. And Thanos, you can really care that Thanos truly does care for Gamora. Because Gamora says, I always hated that chair, and then he just sits on like the stairs. It's just, this movie gives so much to Thanos. It made Thanos a mainstream character. Like, he's noble. He's noble but ruthless. He is the Mad Titan. So yeah, at this point, he is the strongest being in existence with 4. He has a space stone. He has a space stone, reality stone, 3. He only has 3, but he is the strongest being in existence right now, at least to our knowledge, with 3 Infinity Stones. No one's ever had 3 Infinity Stones. This is a huge deal. And long story short, they start talking about, hey, yeah, I'm gonna need that soul stone. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you do. You're a lot of things, bro. You're a lot of things, but a liar isn't one of them. I haven't taught you to be that way. That's why you're so bad at it, know what I mean? So we cut to Nebula being tortured, who we all know that Gamora truly do care for. And from Nebula being tortured, he's seen her memories of Gamora saying, yeah, I found the soul stone, I burned it. Alright. I'm about to finish this part up, but I'm going to pause right quick. So, yeah, you're not a good liar. Now you're going to tell me where the stone is. You're going to tell me where, you're going to guide me to its location. And then he starts to hurt Gamora. Hurt Nebula. He's going to kill Nebula. He doesn't care for Nebula. Like, he really doesn't. Yeah, she came close to killing me, alright? Now, I'm going to kill her unless you give me this, alright? Unless you guide me to where the stone is. And even if I don't kill her, you know what I mean? I'm still going to hurt her to the max. She's going to feel pain, alright? I'm not going to tell in the house, So, it's on Vormir. She says, it's on Vormir. And he says, take me there. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to pause right there. Alright? Right as they're headed to Vormir, right? No. This is Thor. This is Thor, Groot, and Rocket. So, screw it, I am going in chronological order. So, yeah, this is the three homies right here. Groot, Thor, and Rocket Raccoon. So, here we go. Let me pause right quick. So we're somewhere a little bit over an hour into the movie, I believe. And this is the second part. I want to take a quick break from breaking everything down to go over what I already said. So I'm genuinely surprised by how much this movie has done. So past the whole going in, let's go. Where do I want to start? I want to start past the whole going into space part with Tony. All right, I want to start there actually. This movie had MCU characters who aren't the GOTG, aka Guardians of the Galaxy, or Thor, or any other cosmic being. I'm talking regular human beings. Go into space. Not only do they go into space, but they defeat a member of the Black Order, a child of Thanos, with an alien reference. That's crazy. That's just wild. Like, and it's super good the way it is. The banter between Peter and Steven and Tony, and even the cape has its moments to shine. You know what I mean? All right, so past there, let's go to Captain America. How much they did with Captain America. Like, his character here, his character was forever changed with the events of Civil War. And this is standing to that. His character was changed. His outlook, his perspective on everything was changed. And this is how. He didn't want Vision to make the sacrificial play. He didn't. Why would you do this? Why would you make a sacrificial play? There's probably still a chance. There has to be another way. Nothing is absolute. And then here comes Bruce with an idea. Let's talk about. Well, I'm not really there yet. I can't really talk about how Captain America is in Wakanda right now. I can't really do that yet. But let's also talk about Wanda and Vision. So, WandaVision is my third favorite Disney Plus series. If I rewatch it again, it will probably be better than Moon Knight. But right now, it goes Loki, Moon Knight, WandaVision, Captain America. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's my ranking for it right now at the moment. It could change, but Wanda been through a lot. She was first introduced in Age of Ultron, not working with, per se, but volunteering herself for Hydra, and then from volunteering, went from volunteering with Hydra to, become a villain, per se. Well, not in her eyes, but as we see it at the moment, she's a villain. And that's basically what she becomes, but she doesn't see that herself, her or Quicksilver, Pietro, her brother. From Hydra, we cut to Ultron. Ultron kills, what's his name? It starts with an S, but he kills the current leader of Hydra, and Hydra is basically in shambles at the moment, right? There's no, Hydra is in shambles. It's not as big as it used to be, especially with the death of, what's his name? The guy that started with the S. I keep forgetting his name. But, yeah, here's Ultron, and Ultron wants to meet with Wanda and Pietro. And Wanda joins forces with Ultron. She's going against the Avengers on multiple occasions, driving them insane, and then just flat out beating them with Pietro. And then she is directly involved with the whole Vision fiasco. What to do with Vision? How was Vision here? What's Vision? And turns Captain America briefly turns Steve against Tony on the whole concept of Tony as a character and what Tony is making. Because, well, why do you think Ultron's the way he is? Because of Tony. And Ultron, which is literally just a more screwed up version of Tony, but with Tony's main goal, which is the not human extinction, but the end of problems. You know what I mean? Like what he says in Endgame, the Avengers. It's either Endgame or Age of Ultron, where he says the mission is to end the conflict, not just prevent it or to avenge what comes after. It's to end it all, and that's Ultron's main goal as well. But with human extinction, and Ultron is making this being with his views, which is a more screwed up Tony's views and solutions. So yeah, you gotta stop this. So from there, we go to, the Battle of Sokovia, where she loses her brother and then kills Ultron. From there, she never officially joins the Avengers, I don't think, but she tries to work with the Avengers to get recruited, whatever, and then she, in Civil War, accidentally kills a bunch of people. And in those people, some of them were Wakandans. And then the Sokovia Accords. And now she's kept away from everyone to protect everyone from her and to protect herself from herself. With Vision as the quote unquote, like I'm comparing him to a prison guard in this case, with the overseer of Wanda. Vision is the overseer of Wanda in this case. From Civil War, she picks the opposite side of Vision, which is Captain America's side. Alright? Very important. Very important. She picks Captain America's side. From there, she's imprisoned and bada bing, bada boom. Captain America frees her. What happens there happens there. She now turns off communications and is living the life with Vision. And then the Stone keeps warning Vision about an upcoming threat. And boom. Here we are. With Wanda seeing Vision broken down like he's never been before. With people coming, these intergalactic beings coming after him. And she was pretty equal, like, in strength comparison with them. And she was going to take on two of them, which I'm sure she had her doubts about winning. So, here's Wanda now. That's super cool how I'm not really going in depth on what is happening to them at the moment because we're not really there yet. But we're seeing where they probably will be. We're seeing what is happening to them, but we don't know what happens to them next, if that makes sense. Alright, so, and also the Secret Avengers, pretty cool touch on Infinity War implementing the Secret Avengers thing from the comics, but super nonchalantly. They might do it bigger in the future, who knows? But yeah, let's get back to the thing with Thor, Groot, and Rocket. Now here we go. Groot is saying, "Oh, I am Groot," whatever, and then Rocket is like, "Whoa, Thor, you can speak Groot? You know what Groot's saying?" Yeah, it was an elective on Asgard, and then this part it's pretty interesting part. So, Rocket says it's time to be the captain. And he starts talking to Thor, casually, he can see that his mind is on things. About Stormbreaker being the only thing he can use to stand a chance against Thanos. This is what can happen. This is the birthplace of almighty weapons. It's purely awesome. It's time to be the captain. So, dead brother, huh? What Rocket says, and then, yeah, he's been dead before. Dad, dead. Sister, dead. Brother, best friend, stabbed through the heart. And then Rocket, which his mind is like, oh wow, well, jeez, man. And then he says, hey, you think you're ready for this? Can you bring yourself to this? And Thor has to. It's not about if he can. It's not about if anymore. That is no longer an option. He has to. This is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He has to. So, here we are. Rocket gives him an eye. Hey, if you're up to this, man, you're gonna need an eye. Here, he gives him an eye. I don't think it's working. Everything's dark. It is dark. And then they land. They find out that this place was visited by the Mad Titan, Thanos, and this place is what made his gauntlet, the gauntlet to conceal all 5 Infinity Stones. I'm sorry, not 5. 6, all 6 Infinity Stones. So, here we go. There's only one guy left. He was like, you were supposed to protect us. But, like, Asgard was supposed to protect us. Asgard is no more. Okay? Asgard is gone. Odin's gone. Thanos, it's crazy, bro. It's everything out there. It's wild, okay? And he tells the story of how his whole people is just destroyed. He tells the story of how his hands were taken by Thanos after the gauntlet was made. And how he kept his life there. How he only kept his life because he helped Thanos with his ungodly mission. His this detrimental mission. This man Thor has nothing left to lose. Whatever. We go to Nebula, who frees herself. Super clever. Super clever. Super underrated as well. I think Nebula deserves some more respect. But she frees herself. She says, hey, look, Mantis, I need you to meet me on Titan, okay? Meet me on Titan, okay? So the Guardians are headed to Titan, and then Tony, Peter, and Dr. Stephen Strange, they're headed to Titan, and they crash land on Titan, and during that crash landing, we have the Guardians meet, can't really say the Avengers. Well, Spider-Man was donned an Avenger the last scene we were in with them. So yeah, 2 Avengers and Doctor Strange. So yeah, it's half the Guardians crossover with 2 Avengers and a wizard. So we have a super cool fight scene. All these fight scenes are really freaking cool, man. This one isn't as long, not long. It doesn't feel as long as the others, but it has more charisma with like the back and forth. And then he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna tell me where Thanos is. I'm gonna, knock the or I'm gonna knock the brakes off you. I'm gonna kill this guy, and you tell me where Thanos is." And then he says, "Wait a minute, what master do you serve? What do you expect me to say? Jesus? You know what I mean? Like, who is Gamora? Where is Gamora? Why is Gamora? It's where is Gamora? Who is Gamora? I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?" And then Drax just steals the scene for me. I mean, he says, "Come on, Quill, I can take it. Just like do it." And Mantis like, "He can't take it," and then Strange is like, "Yeah, right. He can't take it." So yeah, and then Strange says like, "Okay, hold on. What master do you serve? Like, what do you expect me to say? Jesus?" And Tony's like, "Oh crap, this dude. He's from Earth. Aren't you from Earth?" "No, I'm from Missouri." "Yeah, that's Earth, idiot." Yeah. That I literally just picture that one Friends meme that says like, "Well, get a load of this guy." Um. Okay, so where am I? Crossover. Bada bing, bada boom. Thanos who took my girl. Okay, so after all that, what happens next? Okay, so so as I was saying, as the fight isn't really long, um, my phone is dying. Oh no, I got to hurry up. So, like I said, as the fight wasn't really long at all, but however, they stay together until like the end of the movie, until the eventual. But where do I go here? So they start talking. We gotta stop Thanos. So he's coming here because he has the stone, whatever, and Thanos is looking for these stones, and Thor is out there getting a weapon. Cool, that's nice. And Tony starts talking about a plan, then start talking about a plan. Drax says, "Tell him about the dance off, the Fortnite default dance, to save the universe." And what dance off are you talking about? And Peter's like, "What, Footloose? Like Footloose?" And Quill's like, "Yeah, like Footloose. Yeah, like this is like the best movie ever made." And Peter's like, it never was." And then Tony's like, "Hey, don't do this. Don't encourage this behavior. All right." I love this movie. So here we go. Mantis sees Strange is doing the freaking um he's levitating. His head is doing that weird thing. He's watching all 14,675,005 possibilities. Um, that's I. What's that number? Okay, I looked up the number. It was 14,605. So I was close with 14,675,005. I just thought. Anyway, so how many did we win? One. We got to Vormir, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wonderful planet where the sky looks so majestic and beautiful, and the lands are so land-like, and yeah, there's a giant structure up there. That's where the Soul Stone is held. That's how to get the Soul Stone is to sacrifice a soul for a soul. But who is the keeper of the Soul Stone? Who guides those to the Soul Stone? Well, Red Skull. Red Skull, you don't know who Red Skull is? let me take you back to the year 2000 and what was it, 11? 2011? I think early 2012 to Captain America: The First Avenger. This movie featured Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, and in this movie, we have as the main villain Red Skull. Red Skull was the main antagonist. He was super evil and he wanted power, but the power he sought was too great. And during his final battle with Captain America Steve Rogers, he was sucked up by the Space Stone, never to be seen again until the year 2018 when Infinity War came out, because he now guided others to a treasure he cannot possess. And, yeah, that's super friggin' cool. That's another thing that this movie does. It ties every